Welcome to the Learning Lab. My name is Roman Garcia. What we're going to do today, this video is all about how to assemble the body red spectrum system. So when it arrives in your home, you know exactly how to put this system together. It should take no more than 5 to 10 minutes. I recommend 2 people work on assembling the system because some of the parts can be a little bit heavy for some folks, and I don't want you to hurt your back. The only thing that you need are these tools. You need a Phillips screwdriver, you need a pliers, and you need a 1/2 wrench. 1/2 wrench, a pliers, and a Phillips screwdriver. That's it. With these 3 little pieces of tools, you can assemble the body red spectrum. Now, this is the system right over here. In order to shorten the video and not make it a 30-45 minute video, what I'm going to show you is each section and what it is called and how the sections arrive to you. It arrives in 3 packages. Now, the first one package is the base, which is this right here. This circular item right over here, this is what we call the base. The second package is the T-stand, which this is what we call it, because it's shaped like a T. That's the second. And then the third package that arrives with the energy source, which is this right here. This is the red spectrum energy source right over here. You get 4 of them, as you can see here. There's 3 here, and I'm going to show you how this goes on. Now, the first thing that you got to decide is whether this system, you want it to be mobile or stable. If you want it stable, it's just going to be in one part of your home or the medical center that you're going to be using it on, and it's going to be stable. It's not going to be moved. You do not need to engage the wheels onto the base, onto this circular structure right over here. You do not need the wheels. But if you're going to be moving it from place to place, space to space, then you engage the tires onto the base. It's very simple. The bolts are inside the base package, and all you do, there's 4 bolts. You attach the wheels onto the bottom of the base, and you've got now a mobile system. And what I don't recommend is that do not try and move it without the wheels from space to space, because when you put all this together, it is a pretty heavy item. It's about maybe 40 pounds of product here. So it is heavy for most people. I don't want you to hurt your back. So if it's going to be mobile, you use the wheels. If it's going to be static, stable in one space, you really don't need the wheels because it's not going to be moved. Now, we also included onto the base these metal Halfmoons. They go on either end of the base, just like this. Then you don't need to attach them. They go right onto the base, and this provides extra weight. Like that, you know that you got optimal stability. This system will never tip over, especially with these Halfmoons onto the base. It's a very stable structure. You don't have to worry about this system topping over. It's not going to. It's a very stable system. Now, you use these Halfmoons, 1 on each side, and you got maximal stability. Now, after you engage the T-bar onto the base, this is how you do it. There's 2 bolts involved here. There's 2 bolts involved here. The T-bar goes right into a U-shaped metal structure. It fits right in like a glove, and you attach the T-bar to the base with 2 bolts, of which they're already through already. Carlos, if you can get a good focus of this, is 2. You align the hose, and then you slide or you thread the bolt right through the hole. We try real hard that it can simply be pushed through, but sometimes you need to thread the bolt through, and it'll go right through. Once it goes through, you engage both bolts through the base and through this U structure right here on the base and the T-stand. You just simply put the bolt on, and you just secure it. You screw it on, and this T-stand will be secure onto the base, and you don't have to worry about anything else. It'll stay here, and it's a stable structure. Now, once you decided on a mobile system or static system, you engage the T-bar onto the base through the use of those 2 bolts that slide right through. Then what you do is you start engaging the energy source onto this bar right over here. Now, it's relatively easy to put on. It has a locking mechanism over here. You push the locking mechanism backwards in order to put on or to take off. Now, to put on, you align it. You align this structure right here, right onto the open space. You move, pull back on this securing mechanism, and then you turn clockwise. Clockwise to put on, counterclockwise to take off. Counterclockwise, it comes off. This spot, this space right here, this item right here, this structure right here of the energy source, right into the open space. You pull back on the locking mechanism. You turn clockwise, and it's engaged. The on and off button, which is this right over here, this is an extra option you have if you don't want to disconnect it from the wall outlet when you finish use. This is an on and off button. The on and off button is always facing upwards. So to take off, it's a counterclockwise turn. To put on, the on and off button, it's facing towards the left. You push this secure locking mechanism backwards, position it, and turn clockwise. And you'll hear a click, and it's on. And then you turn it on, just so you can see one more time how it works. This is how it looks with the system built, assembled properly, and with all the energy source radiating. Now, I recommend that the position is somewhat important. This is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Number 1, you start about 6 inches away from the end. And then after that, number 2 is about 9 inches from number 1. And again, accordingly to 3 relative to 2, about 9 inches. 9 inches, and then 3 to 4, 9 inches. And then 4 to the end, about 6 inches. And that's the spacing that we use in our clinic, because if you space it like this, it could be half an inch to the left, half an inch to the right. It wouldn't really matter much. But the reason that you need to space them kind of like a symmetrical spacing is so each radiating source covers an important section of the human body: the head, the torso, the pelvic girdle, and then the lower extremity. So again, depending on which way the person is positioned, this could be the head part or this could be the leg part. But again, the point is that the position is somewhat symmetrical distance apart. And this is the final product once it's assembled. And this is how it looks. Again, it's a relatively, we designed it for it to be relatively easy to turn off, to assembled and to disassembled. The one other item I want you to know is the power button. I want you, this power button right over here. Sometimes we ship the product with 2 power cords. Power cords come in black or white. You can use a black with a white scale over here. It doesn't really matter if the colors don't match, because the cord does the same thing. It provides power to the energy source. But the way that you remove this, if you decide that you want to change the power cord that the system comes with, because sometimes we'll send 2 to our clients, you remove the screw from the power cord. You'll see it right over here, and the power cord slides right off. And then accordingly, to put on, you position it, and it slides back on, and then you engage the button, the screw, just to secure it in place. Some power cords come with it off from the surface, and that's okay. It works fine like that. But some folks prefer to have the power cord flush onto the surface. That's why sometimes we'll send 2. So this is basically how it works. What we did is that we created this slot right over here, so the power cord fits in the slot. Sometimes, most of the times, we reinforce the power cord, so there's no chafing and there's no damage to the power cord. Sometimes we'll do that. So when you get your system, you'll see like there's some work that has been done on the power cord. That's intentional. That's just to make it thicker. So in essence, this is the system. This is how it is assembled. Now, our principles, our guiding mission in this endeavor that we've undertaken is to provide a superior product at a superior price. What we do is that we've been using this system in our center already for about 3 or 4 years. We use it with neurological patients, musculoskeletal issues, pretty much the entire spectrum of human diseases. It's part of, it's not the only intervention that we provide, but it's always part of the intervention that we do on our patients. Because in essence, what this system does is it provides an energy source that your cells absorb and then convert into a chemical process. It basically increases the energy state of a cell, because when a biological cell, when a cellular tissue is traumatized, it loses its energy state. It's basically decomposing. So in essence, what this does is it provides an environment of energy around the human body that the cells absorb, and it increases their energy state level. In essence, that is the theory, the hypothesis behind why this system is effective as a wellness product, which in essence, that's what it is. It's a wellness product. It is one aspect that a human being can perform on themselves that gives them the greatest probabilities of establishing a superior or a maximal health state. Again, we're available 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. If you have any questions, if this video is not enough information for you, so you know how to assemble the system, you always have, I'm available 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. You can call me on a Sunday if you have any questions, any opinions, anything, any doubts. So anybody who sees this video, obviously, then you are a owner of our system, and we appreciate the trust that you show in us in buying this system from us. Again, you're not only buying the system, but you're also buying our service and our experience in helping individuals achieve a maximal health state. Thank you very much. Until next time.